What is up, Funky Fam? Welcome to my brand new series that I decided to start. It is the Pokemon Red and Blue Randomizer Funklocke. You may be asking yourself, what the hell is a Funklocke? Well, I decided to create my very own Nuzlocke simply because, well, I found Nuzlockes to be pretty easy. I mean, let's look at our record. Pokemon Red and Blue, we won. Pokemon Gold and Silver, we lost the first time before the first gym because of bullshit. But whatever. But we won the second time, even managing to get all the way to Red and beating him under leveled. Third gen. Ruby and Sapphire. We won. I think we skipped Fire Red and Leaf Green. And then Diamond and Pearl. We won. And then Heart Gold Soul Silver. That actually is still going on and actually ends on March 8th. But you can probably see where this is going. It's been pretty easy. And as such, I decided to look for some inspiration to create my own little, series. My own Nuzlocke, which made things a lot more difficult for me. So, what I did was, I looked at a couple of different YouTubers I watched, namely Asteroid Mania and United Gamer. Took a look at the Astrolock as well as the Famlock. Now, I don't have the audience participation right now in order to be able to, have that type of viewer interaction, viewer challenges or anything. So I had to create my own, and I'm willing and am planning on continuously updating and changing this Funklocke until we get a nice, difficult series that's also very unique. So, let's start with the basic Nuzlocke rules for those of you who do not know and just clicked on this because it says Funklocke and you're like, what the fuck is a Funklocke? Alright, Nuzlocke rules. Let's see. I'll just go with the order I have them in. Number 1, any Pokemon that you have that faints is considered dead and must be released or stored in a specified PC box for only dead Pokemon. Pretty easy. Don't want to lose your Pokemon. On the other side of that, if you wipe out at any time, even if you have Pokemon in a PC box that aren't dead, you have lost the challenge. Namely, don't lose. Second rule of the Nuzlocke challenge is you can only catch the first Pokemon encounter in each area and nothing else. If that first Pokemon encounter, faints or flees, there's not a second chance. There are 2 exceptions to this, and the first exception are static Pokemon. For instance, if you are given a Pokemon for any reason, for instance, the Magikarp in Pokemon Red and Blue that you can buy for 500 Pokédollars, that is a static Pokemon. Even though you've got a Pokemon on that route, you can still get it. 4 more examples would be Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos, and Mewtwo. They each have their own encounter you can get in that area, but you can still encounter that legendary Pokemon. The other exception does not come in during Red and Blue, but that is the shiny exception, in which if you find a shiny Pokemon, you can catch it, because those things are super hard to find because they're so rare. Third rule of the Nuzlocke is that all Pokemon must be nicknamed. Of course, there's times you forget and you're like, oh, I'll fix it later. But I added another twist to that and says, if a Pokemon is not nicknamed, it will be considered illegal until given a nickname. Which means you can't use it until you can get to a name reader. Which in Red and Blue is in, what is that? Ghost Town. So, yeah. You guys ready to see what makes a Funklocke a Funklocke? we've got Pokemon Red. And we've got Pokemon Blue. So, what that means is Funklocke Rules. Number 1, you must be playing 2 games. In my case, I decided to choose... Oh god, I'm actually sitting at a weirder angle just so I can get my Pikachu in. So, that means I chose for this, since, you know, every Pokemon game has... Actually, 3. I got Pokemon Blue. And I got Pokemon Red. Actually, there we go. So, I'm doing the different versions simply because I can. And that's pretty easy to do. I will probably also do Yellow, Crystal, and Emerald. At which point I'll have to have 2 Pokemon Yellows, 2 Pokemon Crystals, and 2 Pokemon Emeralds. Who cares? But yeah. First rule of the Funklocke. You have to be playing 2 games at one time. Second rule of the Nuzlocke. This is not going to be like a Soul Link, so what this guy encounters does not have to be the same that this guy encounters. Or, you know, different. But to increase the difficulty, if one gets an encounter, the other cannot do anything but get into an encounter. If one gets into a trainer battle, the other has to get into a trainer battle. So, for instance, if Pokemon Red here manages to skip a trainer and continue forward, but Pokemon Blue hits that trainer, Pokemon Red has to go back and get into that trainer fight before Pokemon Blue can continue and before Pokemon Red can continue. Same with wild encounters. If we're going through the dark cave and all of a sudden Red gets an encounter, Blue needs to walk around in a circle until he gets an encounter. It's one of those, just try to keep things, you know, similar, happening at the same time. That type of deal. Like I said, they're not soul linked either, so if, you know, Blue here loses a Pokemon, Red doesn't have to lose the same encountered Pokemon. In fact, they don't even have to use the same encounters of Pokemon. Another rule. For the most part, you know, the games will be in sync. However, Pokemon Blue is a little bit more desynced than Pokemon Red is. So as such, they will get desynced and I will have to resync them occasionally. I will also desync them on purpose. That is allowable. Simply because, do you know how difficult it would be to try to do this and, you know, not? Imagine this guy has an explosion and this guy's got like a water gun all on the same thing. If you're trying to hit the water gun and you hit explosion at the same time, well, you just screwed yourself. But that's also part of the challenge. Other rule, I'm sure I'll come up with more and I'm sure I'll forget some. I'm going to be writing these down later and then I'll keep reading the rules at the beginning of each episode each time. But another rule, if Red loses, Blue loses. If Blue loses, Red loses. Doesn't matter if Red can get to the champion and win, but Blue loses on the champion, it's a failed Funklocke. So essentially, a Funklocke is playing 2 games at the same time. It's not the super most difficult one, but I thought it was unique enough to give it a try, and I thought people might actually like it, so. And without further ado, let's get this started, shall we? Oh my god, it's already desynced. Holy crap. We don't care about dialogue, to be completely honest. Oh, cool, Eradicate and a Nidoqueen. I will probably not be speeding up, simply because it's so difficult. I don't really know how I'm gonna desync these. I might screw myself, to be completely honest. Yeah, we'll just go with Funky. No. Right, so your name is Funky. What was his name again? Obviously it's going to be our go-to. Oops. I'm going to lowercase your name, because your name is not important. I forgot to do that for our, actual name, but who cares? That's right, I remember. His name is George. Nobody likes George. Don't be like George. Yeah, look, they already got desynced. Wow. A little bit of lag on the red, and we're already... Oh, we're already having a good time here, boys. Alright. So today is going to be a choose my starter, I hope. What that means is, I will let you guys choose the starters for both red and for blue. Well, red, blue. It's gonna be difficult doing that because I'm looking over at my OBS and, you know, right here to my left is red and to my right is blue, but when I move my head, it's right, blue, left, red. Really weird. Alright. So basically, at least I hope I get some audience participation. Again, I'm a very small channel right now, so nobody likes to view my shit. Unfortunate, but whatever. But we'll get there. Alright, what's our first option? An Abra and a Caterpie. Now, Abra, amazing. However, we'd be completely relying on catching Pokemon. We can get 3 encounters very quickly at the very beginning, but we would get an Alakazam pretty damn fast. So, yeah. Oops. Okay. Next. Caterpie again. And a Charmander. Obviously, Charmander would be good because fucking Charizard. And again, Caterpie. Oh my god. Could you imagine if you guys gave me dual Caterpies? Ugh. And a Poliwag. A Bulbasaur! Dude, this is some pretty sick stuff. Alright. And then a Poliwrath. Poliwrath's not bad. And we can buy Water Stones here, so that's really not bad. And a Bulbasaur. Very nice. Alright, everybody. So, what we have for reminders is Caterpie on red, Charmander, Poliwag. And on blue, we've got Caterpie, or Abra, Caterpie, Bulbasaur. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to desync this in order to allow, you know, there. So, I'm going to save it like this. Oops. Dun, dun, dun. So, that's where we're going to be leaving off this first episode of Choose My Starter. Please vote below and specify which one you want, for red and for blue. I forgot another rule for the Nuzlocke. For my personal randomizer is that I set all starters to be basic Pokemon. AKA, they have to have 3 evolution and it has to start as that first evolution of the 3 evolution chain. Obviously, you saw Charmanders, Bulbasaurs, Caterpies, Abras. They all have, you know, the 3 stages. And so those are considered a basic evolution Pokemon. That means we can't get Charizards, we can't get Legendaries. I hate all that. It's not a challenge. If you can start off with, like, you know, a Mewtwo, like, GG, you've already won. You're not gonna lose in Gen 1 with a Mewtwo. So, yeah. And I also changed it so static Pokemon can only be static Pokemon, so the Magikarp cannot be a Mewtwo. But the legendary Pokemon are guaranteed to be a legendary. And we'll probably check all 3 birds, because there's a very, very high chance of those being a Mewtwo. So, alright everybody, that is the Choose My Starter episode of Pokemon Red and Blue Randomizer Funklocke. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope to interact with you guys in the near future. This will be one of the series that I actually do episode to episode based upon when other people reply. not reply, but it'll be, I do it as we go, as opposed to my other stuff with, shoot, what is it? Yeah, right. That's what I was trying to say. Instead of it being like I do it all at like one time, you know, getting ahead. Like I did all of Heart Gold Randomizer in January and it ends in March. I'm going to be doing this like, you know, I'll have a different schedule, like maybe like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday type schedule. And then I'll record like the day before or something like that in order to get that content and be able to talk to you guys a lot more. So that is the goal. That is the plan. Don't disappoint Pikachu here. Get him to take that shit hat off and put it on me instead. So, thank you everybody. I hope you all enjoyed, and until the next time, everybody. Stay fucking people!